Last lesson on 2.2, the locations. This location is out of town retail parks, and it's the final one in the different types of locations. And when you see Justin, then obviously click for help. And here are the stepping stones for today's lesson. First of all, it's to know what an out of town retail park offers, not just what it is, because obviously you know what they are, it's what they offer. To know why consumers choose out of town retail parks, and then to be able to explain the difference between out of town retail parks and shopping centres and what they offer to both retailers and customers. The vocabulary we're looking at then is facilities in terms of public toilets, in terms of coffee shops, in terms of baby changing, accessibility in terms of additional needs customers, things like wheelchair access, and infrastructure is a word that will describe road access, rail access, public buses, things like that. You'll know when you've completed the lesson that when you can state what an out of town retail park offers, that you can describe why retailers choose out of town parks, and you can explain how retail parks and shopping centres fulfil different business objectives for both retailers and consumers. The careers we've got at the bottom are bookseller, butcher and fishmonger, all part of the retail industry. Your work list for out of town retail parks are as follows. You've got 4 tasks on this lesson: furniture stores, a bird's eye view, Oak Furnitureland, which is a case study, and so is Cribs Causeway in Bristol. Your 4th task is a case study. Out of town retail parks. Let's look at the the theory part. These are usually located away from city centres with easy access and good parking facilities. Many out of town retail parks can also be shopping centres, for example Bluewater, which is number 5 on the list that we'll see later, and Into Lakeside, which is number 9 on that list. Both are located in out of town retail parks. However, most of out of town retail parks are open air and will not have the different stores all under one roof. Each retailer will have their own entry from the outside. Think about what we've got locally. Many retailers who locate in out of town retail parks will have larger stores that are not possible in urban areas or high streets, and often open for longer hours. Again, think about what we've got locally. The majority of stores will be larger national scale retailers, like the ones shown in the image above. Out of town retail parks have grown in popularity over the last 20 years. So the key points here are in terms of they're not all under one roof. To access them, you go through open air, and you've got parking and easy access facilities. Task 1, furniture stores. Retailers that sell large items such as furniture, carpets, kitchen, cars and DIY products are well suited to locating in out of town retail parks. Think about the particular one I'm talking about here locally. Task 1 then, explain why these retailers would benefit from an out of town location rather than a high street location. Think about what's near all those other carpet shops. Think about maybe if there's 1 or 2 coffee shops or a restaurant. Think about the size of the products that they offer. Think about when customers go there and they need to take the products away. What do they need access to? Because maybe how large the products are. All these things come into consideration when you come to these large stores. In your answer, make sure you give the retailers and the customers' point of view. So the retailers, think about things like delivery, because obviously there's one sofa. You don't just get one sofa delivered, you get multiple sofas delivered. So all these things, other than sofas obviously, will need to be taken into consideration. Task 2, find out the out of town retail parks located near to your school or home. So that can be locally or it can be where you live. Part 2, select one of these and find out the different retailers located in the park. So this you'll probably need Google Maps, and you probably need to look at it on satellite view so you can look at all the other different retailers, logos and names of buildings. Part 3, draw a bird's eye view of the plan of the retail park, clearly labelling the different retailers and the other facilities. Try to draw this map to scale if you can, but don't worry if you can't. And that's in the box, part 3, on the right. Part 4, explain why you think these retailers have located in the out of town park and not on the high street. So there you've got who's next to who on your map, and you can then Add to that in terms of car parks, in terms of facilities like loos or access to other areas, and you can use that as part of your reason, because number 4 is part of an exam question, why you think they go to out of town retail parks. Oak Furnitureland. Here's a case study. Oak Furnitureland is a national retailer. It has 99 stores throughout the UK at the time that the textbook for retail business was written. This is what you need to do. There are 6 things for you to do. Visit Oak Furnitureland's website and describe the range of products it sells. The website's there on the right for you. Part 2, where the answer is in the box on the right. Use the store locator function map to find the nearest store to where you live and describe its location. So go on through their Oak Furnitureland's website, find the one nearest to you, find it on a map, and then describe what it's near, what it has in terms of road access. All these things will make a difference for your answer on part 2. Use the store locator again to look at another 6 random locations, any ones that you want, and describe where these are located. Is there anything familiar and similar between all these locations? Part 4, what other retailers are located close to Oak Furnitureland? Now this also has a factor, because are they near other competitors? Are they near facilities that they don't offer? Things like a coffee shop, things like that. And then part 5 and 6, here are the exam questions. Explain the advantages to Oak Furnitureland of locating in these locations. And 6, explain how Oak Furnitureland is an example of a multi-channel retailer. Think about the fact it's got a website and what you can do on the website and what you can do in store, and then think about why it's in the location it is in compared to the products it sells as well, and how that benefits the customer and the retailer. Cribbs Causeway. Moving into our final case study. Cribbs Causeway near Bristol, as you can see on the map on the left below, is a large out-of-town shopping centre and retail park, so it's both. The enclosed shopping centre, known as the mall, has 130 stores. Next to the mall is a large retail park. Look at the 2 red circles on the map. On the right you'll see a description from Wiki about what Cribbs Causeway is and where it is and what it offers. And the link below, if you're able to use it on PowerPoint, will take you directly to the map. If not, then if you put in Cribbs Causeway onto Google Maps, and you'll find it. Here's your task. Using Google Maps, explore the area around Cribbs Causeway Shopping Centre, that's the mall, that's the one on the right, and compare it with the out-of-town retail park, the one on the left, and explain how they differ using the red box in the middle. So you've got to look at the 2 maps and look at what's in the out-of-town retail park compared to the shopping centre. Now I know you're fully aware of what an out-of-town retail park is and what a shopping centre is, but this time we want to draw the comparisons. Recommend you go to the Cribbs Causeway website, the link is below, morecribbs.com, and discover the stores that are located there and the facilities and services it offers. Obviously that bit's quite key, and there will be this is an exam question again for you to write in task 4. That's it, well done, you have completed the work list for out-of-town retail parks lesson 22. We're now moving on to our final topic for 2.2, which is the characteristics of all these locations. Well done, we've got there, yay!